Hello, Rail Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenonauts X Division with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we wrapped up our first terror mothership with Androns. And luckily, with a little bit of abuse, well, only a tiny bit of abuse, we got the last three operators. So the most important one should be the civilian terror op, which I'm pretty sure gives us the last data hack that we need. But there's no need to go all in on one at a time. We'll get the Seisons going as well. And there should be some stuff to unlock once we get the civilian interrogated. So it'll keep us researching for a little while. So let's see what happens. And we'll do a little bit of analysis on whether or not the Mark III rail is worth it. I have a good feeling about the minigun, at least. And I have queued up a fair amount of work, so expect a few interruptions here as we clean up some of those Androns we killed. They are worth a fair amount of resources, so might as well do it. If we're lucky, we'll have enough alloys and alenium to make a couple more sets of armor. We need 2 more, and then we'll be able to make a full squad of, well, one of my typical squads with 5 Devastator armors, yeah. So, Sizen Operator done first, and we've already done the 3 Sizen data hacks, but sometimes they do lead to other things, and other than the data hacks. So maybe this leads to something? Not right now. We'll get the last Sizen op out of the way. And a civilian terror operator. Hopefully this gives me the data hack I believe in. Kinetic weapon data hacks and other technology trees. There it is, data hack 11. That's the last one. Basic kinetic weapon theories. Sounds good. And it is the last one, so if you have finished researching all 12 of each data hack, maybe you'll get a special prize. Sure hope so. Now, there'll probably be another wave of, enemy UFOs pretty soon. Oh yeah, I queued up a bunch of corpses. We'll get to those. I think I did that at every base, just to get rid of some of our stockpile of dead bodies. Alright, the last Sizen operator. I don't think this leads anywhere, but you never know. Data hack's the big one, of course. Let me double check my engineers. Yeah, you can see we're just cleaning up some of the elite bodies. And yeah, I don't want to prioritize those. There's other more important things. So with A-Team, we'll focus on some other stuff. We should have some antimatter cores after the last couple missions. We didn't get a ton, but there should be some stuff. Alright, so you can see, like, C-Team is kind of out of regular things to do. So the Andron Elites are worth a ton of light and dark dense fiber. It only takes a day, and that keeps our engineers a little bit busy. B-Team is also cleaning up some light fibers, just in case we need it for the last couple armors. This is our 5th ancient weapon. Didn't unlock anything yet, but you never know, maybe one day. I still believe there's one ancient weapon left. I don't know what it's called. And I think we got a second one on that last mission. Yeah, so we get some antimatter from that. So we got 2 of these in a row, so that's okay. But yeah, I'm guessing there's 6, because I don't think we ever got basic alien ancient technology. And I'm assuming we will need that, or, well, I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, we didn't actually have to fight one of these, but one of them crashed. One of them must have exploded on the crash landing. I was specifically bringing, like, AP rockets to handle them, but nope, no big deal. I guess it was possible that would unlock some research, but it did not. I could have seen like a ultimate tank tied behind one of the biggest drones or something, Having the biggest drone, the biggest enemy tank, and the biggest cyber disc all added up together, Well, that'll keep them busy till we finish some research. The Robo Reapers are nice, actually nice now, finally, although it took a long time, because they give enough alloys to be worth disassembling. Rather than just getting 1 or 2, they actually give you a good amount. And we got some more Robodog Ghosts. Those guys went down fairly easily. All that Kalium, which is probably garbage, unfortunately. Maybe if I'm feeling really angry, once we unlock Antimatter Mark IV, assumedly one day, I'll just look at how much Kalium we have from all the, all the other Terror missions, and just turn that into antimatter magically. Alright, the last data hack. Rail Mark III. For now, that's all we get. I was hoping for a little bit more, but hey, I bet you the rail minigun's pretty good. And I bet you the rail pistol's pretty good. And I bet you the rail heavy is garbage, so we'll save it for last. We'll just go 50-50-50, it's fine. Maybe the rail heavy will surprise me, but I wouldn't get my hopes up for a heavy weapon. We'll do a nice little analysis phase once we got them all researched. Might queue up the miniguns right away, to be honest, though. We've got 1 rail minigun everywhere, and a Mark III would be nice. Basic ancient tech is needed for a lot of things. Yeah, it's kind of weird that we got advanced. Do you know, if you're familiar with it, Thornum, do you know how many ancient weapons there are that lead into it? I've got 5 so far. If there is... like, there must be some other name. It doesn't matter what name it is, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I'm assuming there is a 6th, or perhaps 7th one that we just haven't found yet. It's no big deal, but yeah, if you want to look it up, that's fine. Okay, so we should have some more antimatter available. 11 anti-cores here, and there should be some fair number back on C-Team. 3? Really? 3. And anything on B-Team? 8. Okay, let's group them all up. I'm probably going to save them now, because we've got enough for 1 full set of antimatter weapons, basically. Although building another antimatter cannon Mark III might be worth it. Boy, did that work real good on the robots. AoE, armor-piercing damage. So we're at least 19. And there should be, what, 3 more? So that puts us over 20. That would let us build 1 more of any Mark III if we wanted. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to spend them, because... I mean, I was hoping that we wouldn't need the same material again, but I guess we better save some. Which ancient weapons do we have? Alright, I'll give them to you quick here. We've got access to the Defender, the Horror, the Reaper, the Devourer, and the Devastator. 3 Ds, starting with a D weapons, 3 D starts, an H, and an R. The Destroyer. There's 4 weapons that start with a D. Alright. Well, we'll just have to keep doing missions until we get it. And it's mandatory. Is it like... I guess it's like the rifle or something? Because I think we've got the pistol version. And it's usually pistol rifle to get the basic tech going. Alright, rail, pistol. I will have a look at all these in just a second. Rail sniper. Probably better than the... I'm going to assume it's better than the Sonic Sniper. Pistol for advanced? Oh, well, that'll teach me. Rail minigun. 33% more bullets per burst. I like the sounds of that. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Should just queue it up right now. I'll do the all once I finish researching. We'll do all the stat comparisons all together, but. I'm just going to assume, without really looking at it in depth, that, yeah, it's going to be worth upgrading. Yeah. Just, please upgrade into probably the best minigun. If it turns out to be worse somehow, Okay, 16 alloys and 17 alenium in B team. I mean, technically we don't need 3, we just move it around, but... We're going to want to build 2 more Devastators. We're going to make it work. Okay, we're just going to send a few extra alloys to B team from A team. They can build some stuff. We have a fair number of alloys. Not too bad. Yeah, that last couple missions was pretty good for our resource supply. Alright, one more research, and then I guess basically the hunt for a random ancient weapon. Is that really what it's come down to? Kind of annoying if we're just gonna have to fight Praetors until we get the right weapon drop. I'm assuming there's no way to really... There's probably no possible way to prioritize what you get. It's just gonna be like, if there's 5 or 6... If there's 6 different ancient weapons, they probably just have the same percentage, or I would assume, anyway. Okay, all new weapons researched. I didn't get any cool mechs. I didn't get any new tanks, which is kind of annoying. I didn't really get any new tech at all, except for the Mark IIIs. But as far as I know, the only thing missing at this point is basic alien ancient technology, which is 1 weapon away. And I don't know if there's anything else missing. I'm pretty sure I've got everything else. I mean, I could be wrong, but I've got both hybrids. I've got all the advanced DNA, and I've got the extreme chemical. We've got advanced rail, mass, incinerator, thunder, sonic, ion. I'm pretty sure that's everything for advanced. Except, you know, the not advanced. I wonder if basically not advanced ancient weapon is the last... It's like the bottleneck that has everything tied behind it. Oh, I guess we should look at the stats. Alright, rail weapons. First up, the pistol. So, the old pistol, 14 range, 105 damage, ignores 25 armor. The new bluer pistol, 16 range, 120 damage, 40 armor. 40 armor ignore. So, it's definitely better. Couple more range, 15 more damage, 20 more, or 15 more armor ignore. As seems to be the tradition for rail weapons, they're just general good all-purpose weapons. Let's see if there's any other notable changes. It does have more ammo. It went from 6 ammo to 10 ammo, which is good. It has 1 more weight, so 1 more kilogram. And I think other than that, it's a little bit more accurate. Like 10% more accurate. That's not too big of a difference. But probably worth, if you don't want to bring an antimatter pistol, this is probably, for your Guardian armor guys especially, probably your best backup, other than Pulse pistol if you want lower time units, energy, rail pistol if you want big damage. Big kinetic damage. So, okay. We have not looked at the sniper yet. So the old sniper still had 36 range, 240 damage, and 42 armor ignore. The new one, 40 range, 260 and 70. So that's pretty interesting. That's the longest range. I think that's tied with our antimatter pistol. And it gets 4 ammo. Did the old one have... Okay, yeah, they've always had 4 ammo in the rail line. That's not bad. Not too difficult to reload. Pretty good accuracy, standard time units. Even if you guys can't see it. 250 accuracy at aim. I think I can just scroll up a little bit. You still can't see it. 250 accuracy at 95% for the last one. Still pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was just... Oh, we have a jackpot in chat. Very lucky, Grotham. I have traditionally thought that the sonic weapons are trash. So, although 400 damage is good, it's 2 shots and a reload. It's probably like the best of the sonic weapons in my opinion. But You know, the rail one's pretty competitive on its own. The 260 damage, ignoring 70 armor is almost as much as the energy. Like, 400 flat is better than 260 with minus 70 armor, but almost double the range, double the ammo capacity, no firing, like, time unit penalty. It's pretty good. And finally, last but not least... Oh, well, there's a heavy. Yeah, sorry. Let's look at the heavy. Did we get no cannon? I guess we unlocked... Oh, there is no cannon for this tier, right? Just this big bad boy. Alright, this heavy. Yeah. Rail heavy. Used to be 20 damage, 110, ignores 25 armor, with 57 suppression. Now... 24 damage, 120 24 range, 120 damage, ignores 40, 59 suppression. 2 more points of suppression. And some range, and 10 more damage. Wow. Such impressiveness. Still has 6 shots at 45%. Still not very good. I've never, other than the very early game, heavy weapons just fell behind. I think they need something to make them better. I don't know what it is exactly, but they need something. Maybe a few more bullets per spray, maybe slightly less time units per shot. I don't know what they need, but they're not very accurate. 35 accuracy is, you know, getting up there. 25 to 35 is a pretty big jump, but I still don't think I'd ever build one. You know, we've tried a couple times, but every heavy weapon we've made has been pretty weak. Anyway, now, finally... The old rail minigun, Mark II, which has been very strong for us. 22 range, 60 damage, ignores 12 armor, and the primary thing is 36 shots. Mark III, 26 range, 65 damage, 48 shots. So 12 more shots, only 5 more damage per shot, but that's not a big deal. 4 more range is pretty good. 10 more mitigation, so almost, well, 8 more. It went from 12 to 20 mitigation. Suppression goes from 92 to 94, not much different. The ammo went up significantly, which definitely helps. It's pretty low, it's one of those runs out of ammo type miniguns. And the ammo things, like the ammo item, is a 2x3, so it's difficult to carry a lot of ammo for them. So 360 ammo at 48 shots is still... How many shots is that? Like 8 or 7, I guess? Probably 7. Yeah. 7 full shots. That's not as good as the other weapons. Pulse is 12, Antimatter's 12. But it definitely does a lot of DPS. Like if someone wants to do the math there, 65 damage times 48 is a lot. We've probably got the highest DPS here of anything I've seen. You guys can't see the bottom, of course, without me moving the thing, but 65% time units, 15 accuracy, 48 shots. And that does sound pretty good. If you rounded it to... It's got to be nearly 3,000. Yeah, I was going to say, like, 50 times 60 is 3,000. It's got to be... That's pretty good. 3,000 damage is 3 times more than the Pulse minigun. The Pulse minigun's 1,000. Now, sure, it's kinetic, but that's crazy high damage. The big thing there is the weight is 30. It's very heavy. 24 weight to 30 weight. I'm pretty sure Pulse is only 1,000. Oh, no, maybe it is 4. Yeah, never mind. I always did the math. Math is hard. Yeah. 40 times 50. Sure. So anyway, I still think Pulse is great because you can fire it so many times. It's relatively light, and the ammo, ammo's good for it. But Rail has the higher DPS numbers, so probably one of each. We can bring an Antimatter, a Rail, and a Pulse, and then we still have 2 more power armor slots. Cannon seems good, and then something else. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I wish I had some Mark IV Antimatter. That'd be even better. Indochina needs 24 alenium to continue. Hopefully I've got enough. Pretty sure I do. And this will get us a full set of Devastator. I say I have enough. I don't know. We might not have enough. I don't think we have enough. Alright. We're short a little bit of Alenium. If I had made that railgun, we would have been able to afford it. So how much more do we need? We're dang close. We needed 24, and we're going to have like 22. Did anyone have anything that can be disassembled for Alenium? I think I already did all that. That's too bad. We're too short. Dang. Someone lend me 2 Alenium and I'll make them 1 more cool armor. That still puts us up to 4 at least. So I'm assuming then that the final mech or tank or anything must be tied to ancient technology then. Because it seems pretty clear there's 1 more mech that we can build. As well as the Mark IV antimatter. Well, if we're missing 1 ancient weapon, we basically... That's rough. I don't know if there's probably no easy way to save Scum in either. Because, like, we need missions with Praetors mainly. And we just have to do them until they drop the right item. I don't like... Rare drops, man. They're my nemesis on the Let's Play channel. There's a Praetor. And also, hey, okay. We haven't actually seen normal battleships yet. So, this is a new data core as well. Yay! Maybe you can guess what's coming then with this. Battle cruiser. Less important. Another battle cruiser. A dreadnought. Sure. Might have an ancient weapon. Armored scout. Probably doesn't. Battle cruisers. And heavy interceptors. There we go. Future tubers, this is your first chance to see phase 4.5. Well, I'm calling it phase 4.5. I don't know. You call it whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try out my contrails. I didn't get a chance to build very many of these with the upgraded particle pulse. I probably could have made some more, seeing as I just disassembled. I didn't really think about it, but like we have some more particle pulse heavy weapons we could upgrade right now. But yeah, we kind of ran out of time for upgrading our interceptors. We could build like what, 7 more of those? That would be 6, which is enough for another squad of them, basically. We could get another set of contrails up to particle pulse. Maybe we'll do that after this wave. Probably a good idea. So let's just show this fight off first, because this is going to be kind of the new... Well, the battleships are technically new, but we sort of know how battleships work. This is... At least there's only 1, right? And this is our new life. Dealing with more and more heavy interceptors. At least we've got some pretty cool weapons. So this is definitely where the air game gets crazy. And even if you're playing on easy air game, I'd say this is where it gets really hard. Now, if you've got a lot of particle pulse, boy, does that work a lot better than anything else I've tried. The DPS on these weapons is so good, and you know they've got like half HP, but still, this would have taken them out fairly quick. We took some damage. Also, the heavy ones have missiles, by the way. So the good news is it's a new data core. We don't have to do anything else, and we get a fair amount of alloys and selenium, which means, conveniently, that's all we need to get the next Devastator started. Send that to C team. They just need like 2. Alright, and that'll get them... That will get them my final set of Devastator armor. Now, we still have a lot of things to shoot down. Battle cruisers, not too difficult, typically. We get behind them, we shoot them down. Battleships are new. So this is going to be our main mission for today. Well, for our next episode, I suppose. And the Dreadnoughts, well, they're not too bad. And an Armored Scout, well, to be honest, the contrails with the particle pulse should be fine. Was there anything else? Of course there was. Battle cruiser up here. I'm going to trust the Furies to handle it. So we do like to get behind them first. Seems to be quite helpful. We are behind them. Doesn't seem to be engaging. I don't know what's going on down there. Anyway, Dreadnought. It's a little dangerous, but as long as we keep our angle good, it's just like the old Terror Dreadnoughts. I turned. I was wrong. Yeah, this is where we start losing the air game. That's great. Even on easy mode, I can't handle it. Well, if we start really sucking, I will eventually do something else, I guess. At some point, I'll just make it automatic air win, because I'm not losing at this point. We've come too far to lose to air games I can't win. The armor and the tank. Oh, the Devastator power armor as well as the Devastator tank. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Oh, right. We have to go like... These guys are jerks. This might not be the best weapon loadout for this. He's going after number 1. So number 1's going to roll. You know, that worked really well, honestly. He seems to drop, basically double mines. Still, at least we can shoot down scouts with these cool weapons. Those were a little bit harder to deal with in the past, so that was nice. We're supposed to be behind them, but I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I just can't not get hit by the one-shot weapons anymore. Maybe I'm just off my air game. I've took a break a couple days. I forgot how to do it. Well, I don't know. I think when you attack them from behind, like I was trying to do, you have enough time to get in close, but... Last time I tailed them... Sometimes you just get the angle right and you dodge anyway. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Alright, 2 battle cruisers down. Let's see if we can finish this Dreadnought off. I guess it was a torpedo, right? I thought maybe I don't usually send Furies against Dreadnoughts. Might be the problem. Yeah. Maybe I should have known better. I just forgot. Cyclones and Lotuses only. Things with anti-missiles. I probably just forgot. Alright, battleship is over land. So we don't really know how this thing works, but we assume it's similar to the bomber battleship. looks similar to me. Very similar. So if you know how to fight bomber battleships, regular battleships seem simple enough. Little bit much dub there. All right. Now we will need to destroy this, so someone's got to go deal with him. That'll get the last armor going. Maybe we can just go auto-resolve. Yay! We don't have to always do it manually. Okay, well, we've definitely done armored scouts before, right? Armored scout aren't really worth it. So we're not going to be doing that mission. We've got a massive dreadnought, which maybe we should do. It's another Andron mission. It's another Terror Andron mission, basically. But it's a smaller Terror Andron than the mothership. But the last time we did a Terror Dreadnought, we got an ancient weapon. It wasn't from a Praetor, but we still got one. So, it might make sense that we should try this. Don't skip it, basically. And then, of course, we need to do this battleship. So it's a Sizen battleship with a Praetor, which definitely gives us a chance at a new... ancient weapon. But again, if it's 1 in 6 every time, this could go on for a very long time. Even if it's, like, I don't even know if it's exactly 1 in 6. Some ancient weapons could be lower odds, perhaps. That would suck. But anyway, we're going to have to do both these missions. This one shouldn't be Terror, I don't think. I'm assuming these are just regular units. And then we know that this will be Terror Andron. So we'll figure out how I'm going to gear all that up next time. On the plus side, we will get some new tech from the data core we just picked up. And we have slightly more Devastators to go around. We'll have another one in a few hours. We could possibly wait for that if we want to do mission with 5. But how do we do 2 missions? Probably like A team does one, goes home, sends the gear to B team does one. Probably the easiest way to do it with 2 different teams that can heal up injuries separately. Like, if you always send the same team, then you don't have enough time to heal up, kind of. Like, we're not really dying or anything, but we do take like 20, 30, 40 damage per mission pretty regularly. And having 2 teams is pretty nice. We don't need the extra gear. Just go... Right now, B team has no antimatter at all. So we're just going to send B team, right? They can win with... You have nothing. Right now, you've got just your basic stuff. You got... well, you got that Rail Mark III, you know. You got Rail Mark III and 2 Pulse. I'll figure that out at some point. At some point. You've got axes. You've got rippers. You know, you've got the cool shields and stuff. We can get you some more rockets. Just basic rockets. Well, we can do better than basic rockets, right? We can have some neon rockets at least. Anyway, future tubers, I think we're going to end it here because this is going to take some prep work now. I'm going to say this is phase 4.5. We're in 4.5 in my books. Now we're fighting heavy interceptors and battleships. And eventually there's even worse things. But for a fair while now, we need to upgrade our interceptors to handle heavy interceptors. And get a battleship data core. And hopefully find the end of the tech tree. We've got to be getting pretty close. We've got all the data hacks. I am missing 1 operator technically. We're missing 1 civilian dreadnought operator. So in case he is somehow linked to tech, we need to get the final civilian operator that is no data hack, but he might have something else, maybe. And at that point, we don't need to capture things too badly. We just need to get weapons and figure out the research. Or see if I'm missing somehow of magically capturing a Roborex or something that I don't know how to do. So anyway, that's all for this episode. Thank you for watching. You know, just to give the future tubers a sneak peek, just a sneakity peekity. I just want to give you guys... I know I usually do this with the live tubers, but look, it's a heavy interceptor. That's the stats on these things. We only fought the 1, but it's got like missiles and stuff, right? And more importantly, do you guys want to see this right now? I'll do it. This has been a kind of a short episode, and we've had so many super long episodes, and to be honest, the next couple episodes are going to be 2 more gigantic missions again. So let's just see what the tech's going to look like for the future. Because, you know, it's going to take a while to do these. So this is like our best, theoretically best beam, not counting the particle pulse. Low rate of fire, but huge damage. Only 10 shots. So maybe we want to build some of these for our top tier interceptors. And we can now build the heavy interceptor. So this is very similar to the Cyclone, except faster and less HP. So he's probably easier to build than Cyclones in terms of eight extreme control systems, but you will need to shoot down heavy interceptors to turn them into these. So this is perhaps a reason not to overbuild contrails. We need enough contrails to shoot out in the heavy interceptors, but we might want to build heavy interceptors to be our strongest mixed role for the end game, because they are way more agile. Like more than double the turn rate and acceleration of our previous interceptors. Plus you can go missile and torpedoes or anti-missiles or whatever you want. And the Cyclone had that as well, same weapon loadout, but much slower turn rate. So theoretically this is your best fighter that there is, I think. And then to build them, we'll take, you know, a couple alien Fallens, but half the number of extreme controls as a Cyclone. So theoretically, maybe you can build 2 of these for every 1 Cyclone if you're trying to, you know, build them now. Cyclones are like, you build them in Phase 3, and that's the best you've got in Phase 3. But now that we're at the end of the game, this is perhaps the most efficient way. It does need 3 heavy weapons and 3 light weapons, which is a good thing. We've still got some light weapons sitting around, but you know, I don't want to. That's why we don't sell them. Cyclone was 4 heavy weapons and heavy engines. This needs 3 engines, 3 weapons, 3 light weapons. Yeah, so it's a little bit cheaper, and yeah, 2 fallen ships. So 2 interceptors for every 1 of our interceptors. And then, you know, some other resources. But it's still cheaper than, like, these heavy interceptors, fallen heavy interceptors, are still a lot easier to get than 1 per mothership or whatever, right? Like, because the other way is, like, every time, well, it's 2 motherships for 1 Cyclone. It's 3 dreadnoughts for 1 Cyclone. Like, you know, that's not great. We still haven't seen an extreme cargo ship, actually. I mean, I've seen one, but I haven't been able to shoot that down. It was like a test run where we saw the extreme. So we'll get this battleship next, but I am definitely going to want to spawn in an extreme cargo ship. Because it should be upgraded to that. We saw a similar thing back in Phase 2 with a landing ship, which had good resources, and an extreme landing ship, which had even better resources. So I definitely want to get one of these soon. I might spawn one in the next UFO wave, just force the issue, because they seem kind of rare, and I'm missing the data core, and I may have missed it in Phase 3. I don't know for sure, but if there was an extreme supply ship, I never got one. So I'm not going to let that go. We're going to force the issue in Phase 4, make sure we get everything. Anyway, next couple episodes, we got a couple more missions to do, and that'll be fun. So next up is probably the battleship. Theoretically, new data core, regular sized mission with maybe a chance at that ancient weapon, and then another Andron Terror Dreadnought, basically. Okay, sounds like a plan. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.